I gotta set up one thing. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, sorry guys. Well, let's see if we're on YouTube yet. Sometimes it takes a while for that to warm up. And get people, oh my goodness, we do have people watching, that's so nice. Great. Okay, I'm not on Let's Go Help 2. I did that earlier because I was running out of time. Actually, what we have on Let's Go Help 2 is every day we have probably 2, 3, even 4 hours of members who are available, our grant experts and members who've gotten successful money to answer your questions. So that's what we do there, is that not only do we show you and give you the links and everything like that to do it, but you could whoa, why is that? No. You could talk to people who are members who are like you and had no grants, and now they're getting grants by using this stuff we have. So I think that's more interesting to talk to than me. So that's why we have lots of hours of them every day, and it's a workshop and it's Zoom, so you could talk to people live and get the answer from people. How you doing today? I'm doing great, Glenn. Just waking up is just always great to do. But that's, making love is hard to do. But getting up, man, that's wonderful. Sometimes as you get older, like Joe, it gets hard to do. But I want to go over some items now on, where is my cheat sheet? I'm gonna put all these links in the description below, okay, after I finish on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't have it for, I can't put them on Instagram and TikTok. Actually, it screws up every time I do TikTok and save it, and then, so it's only on, on Instagram. You can only see me when I'm live. Afterwards, this isn't available. But I'll talk about the websites, how you could find them, and how to use these things. And a lot of our members are really interested in getting money and help to start or expand a business. And I was like that in my life. I mean, I thought that was the pure, thing about America. Anybody come and start a business and grow and whatever, and not answer to anybody except customers, because we all have to answer to somebody. But a boss, I hated working for people, to tell you the truth. Biden should resign, yeah. I love your electricity, you look like a halo. Thanks for your time and wisdom. Well, I don't know if it's wisdom or whatever, I've been around for a long time. I know something, but the older I get, the more I know. I don't know a lot of stuff. Because what happens is things change all the time. And it seems like what we're doing more on in Let's Go Help is getting rid of what people think about grants, because that's what's stopping you, I think, from getting it. You think you know what a grant should be, or where it should be, or how you should apply for it, and that's probably wrong, because things are changing all the time. Grants just come and go. There's no certain income requirement. There's no certain background that you have to have. There's just too many of them. So it's like getting a job. People go looking for a job, and somebody says, oh, we're not hiring today. That doesn't mean there are no jobs. So the same thing is when you go look for grants. You go look for grants, and they say, well, we're not giving out grants today. That doesn't mean there's no grants. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And every year, the government gives out over $17,000 to people. That's an average for every person. That's like $4 trillion. And so it is out there. And hundreds of millions of people every year take advantage of these things. So that's why I'm trying to get the people who really need this money. The people take advantage of it. Tell you the truth, they don't even need it. Sure, some do, but there's too many that don't. And the people who really need it don't know where, and it gets frustrating. And the other problem, I mean, Google is great, but it's terrible if you're looking for free help. If you want to spend money and get help, then Google is great. If you don't have money to get help or don't have money to do something, then Google is the wrong place to go. Okay, let me tell you about some things I just found. These are brand new grants, that happened today. Now they're at different areas of the country, different cities, counties, states, whatever. And that's why everything is local now. There are very few national programs that are everywhere, and you have to find out what the programs are where you live. Okay, and we'll go over that later about where to start looking for there. So I'm telling you grants that are in some counties and states, but they're not everywhere. But they're to show you the kinds of things that you should be looking for and the kinds of help that's out there. And because so much of it's not even called grants that you want, and there's free money that's called all kinds of things. Okay, here's a program in in Connecticut that gives 328 women grants for starting or expanding a business. But these are women entrepreneurs. So 328 women entrepreneurs got $2,500 or $10,000. And they do this every year for people, okay? And for women entrepreneurs. So that's why these are the kinds of, and that's not even a government. This is a nonprofit organization. So you're looking for government grants to start a business. Hey, what about people like this? You're missing out, right? Because you don't know that they're available too, but they are. And they're available to you if you know where they are, and that's it. And there's no magic to it. You have to put in, but first of all, just realize it's not going to be easy. I mean, it may be easy, but it's you get lucky if it's easy. So don't plan on being lucky. And that's the important thing. The Dark Luminae, hey, I am a college student, and are there any secret grants? Yes, lots for college students. First thing any college student should do is go to your financial aid office. They get new grants every day. And so you want to know, you want to make a friend, find somebody at a financial aid office you could talk to and check in with them. Have them tell you about stuff that you don't know about. I have a grant for single moms at a local community college. Man, I got a beat on them for giving out the money. They just don't do it. I mean, the bureaucrats get tied with something else. So that's the thing. Nonprofit organizations is a source. Here's another thing. Here in this is where the heck? $50,000 at 0% interest. Okay. Forgivable loans for small business. This is in Florida. Florida has $50,000, 0% interest, forgivable loans. Wow. How would you know that? You don't. And it's there really for you to create jobs and boost your sales. So what they want to do is people to take this money, $50,000, 0%, it's 0% interest, so you don't have to pay any interest on it, and you don't have to give it back. I don't know why the hell they just don't call that a grant, but they don't. There's laws that regulate all this stuff, so they have to follow the laws. So some, all the elected officials decide to vote on this bill that will give out all this money, and they have to horse trade to get the thing through, so who knows why. But it's also for, listen to this, historically disadvantaged entrepreneurs. Now, so that's low-income people, minority people, stuff like that. So that's why if you don't have a lot of money, this is a place I would check, okay? $50,000, right? Forgivable, wow. You can't even do that from the SBA. Okay, here's another thing in Maine. Here's what they're doing in Maine. See, every state wants to encourage small businesses, because if they encourage small businesses, then you will grow your business. If they help you grow your business, you'll create jobs. You will pay more taxes. And then the bureaucrats are happy because they can give themselves pay raises, right? And that's what it's for. So the elected officials are on your side. So you have to call them. That's the other thing. You just don't, you have to talk to people. That's how you get help. That's how you get money, by getting on the phone and talking to people. Now here's what they're doing in Maine. They have $3 million in marketing grants. This is grants for small businesses to increase their sales. Now listen to some of the people who got this money in Maine. Called Scuba Aquatic Roots. I'm not sure what that is. Clark Vintage Lighting. Vintage Lighting, is that a candle? I'm not sure. And Dottie's Coffee Lounge. So that's a nice place. Dottie's Coffee Lounge. Dorothy's Estaminet. I don't know what that means. Empire Pizza. I know what that means. Methuselah Bar and Lounge. Wow. So Otto's Kitchen and Comfort. What is that? Sofas in the kitchen or something? Latina Restaurant and Market. Valenti Clothing. Tito's Mexican Bar and Grill. Which slapped. Don't know. All these people got money to increase their sales. Yeah, and this is $20,000, $30,000 they're getting, stuff like this. This is in Maine, so that's right. These are the kinds of things you have to look where you are. Here's another one. Personal loans for small businesses who've been hurt by the flood, and they're giving $50,000 at zero interest until you get the money from FEMA or SBA, because there's a lot of grants and giveaway loans if you've been hurt by one of the weather conditions, and tornadoes or floods or everything we're having in this country. So there's a lot of grants and money's given out. So if you're a small business, you may have to live for a month or two until you get the money. So what they're doing is giving you a 0% interest loan until you get the money. So this is, you can't imagine the kinds of things that the government has. That's why you really have to go out and bang the bushes and shake those bushes hard to find programs where you live. Oh, this is interesting too. For new ideas. Michigan, man, they're doing pretty well now again after they lost the automobile industry and everything. They're doing pretty well coming back, and it's from entrepreneurs. And what the government is doing there is giving grants of $26,000 to entrepreneurs that have great ideas. You have a great idea. Listen to some of the ideas they have here. Okay, who got this money? They gave $10,000 to an organization called Hemp for Humanity. Okay, and it's for utilizing industrial hemp production waste. How do you like that? Agricultural waste and building deconstruction waste and viable building materials. Wow. So they're taking the waste and making a weed and doing something with it. And they got money to figure that out. Here's another interesting thing. It's called Pitt Moss. The guy's not even in Massachusetts, but he got the grant anyway. He's in Pennsylvania. They're developing a Michigan facility to use, listen to this, locally sourced recycled paper filters to manufacture soilless gardening mixes, soil amendments, I don't know what that is, and animal bedding. Wow, see? They have great ideas, crazy ideas, it sounds like to me, but man, they got money for it. Okay, here's one. Chipping in, it says. Detroit collects, this is really interesting. They're in Detroit, and they collect foil-lined products, like potato chip bags, with the foil inside the potato chip bags, candy bar wrappers, you open them up and there's shiny foil inside. They're taking those wrappers and bags and upcycling them into sleeping bags. They're taking all old candy bar wrappers and making sleeping bags out of them for people who are experiencing homelessness. Wow. Don't you have a crazy idea like that? That's fun. Wow. Here's another one. Beavers Island, I don't know where that is, in northern Lake Michigan, is seeking to develop programs to reduce organics and food scraps getting shipped off the island to be landfill. Wow. Here's some other companies that got it. Prairie Robotics, Nowhere Collective, Sanctuary Farms, Takeout, Liquid Ion Solutions. See, all these things. There's 5 groups. I'll put them in the description here on YouTube, so you can take a look at the links. And if you want to start a business, you want to grow a business, and you're not a member of Let's Go Help, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of help you could get. And you can't go to just one place and expect to get all the help you need. You may have to go to a dozen. And that's the way life is. And if you don't do that, you're just going to sit and be pissed off because you won't be able to do what you want. And that's no fun. It's always fun to do what you want. So you have to ask enough people so you find what works for you. So if you go to sba.gov, and put / and then local-assistance. So that's sba.gov, and then / local, all small letters, -assistance. Okay, you go there, put in your zip code, and that will show you maybe 10, 20, 30 organizations in your zip code that are there to help you start or expand a business. These are experts in helping people start their businesses off the ground or growing their business. They're consultants that are free. They're paid for by nonprofit organizations or the government to help you make sure you succeed in your business. Now, that's who you want to do. You don't want to go to Google because everybody there wants to get money from you. These people don't want to get any money from you. They don't have to. They're already paid. So you have to use them, call them, make an appointment, and always the best way to get help is by in person or on the phone if you can't get in person. So they know you as an individual and not just a digit, because it's easy to flunk a digit. It's hard to flunk an individual. So they'll give you more. The nicer you are and the more human you are. That's the key to all this, being human, so you can get more. So you go there and start. Now the other place you want to start to is something called Meetup, meetup.org. Meetup.org. That's no, not org. I'm sorry, it's .com. It used to be .org. Meetup. Sorry. Yeah, it used to be a .org. Now it's a .com. Org means it's a nonprofit. But here, they still don't charge you anything. What they do are there are people in your area. You can find people in your area that are also want to start a grow business. Okay, and what they do, you get together with them and talk about ideas. If they tried something and you could use that too, and you share information on how you want to learn from other people who are already maybe 2 months ahead of you, 3 months ahead of you on starting a business, or 3 years, and they'll tell you what works for them, and that's how you learn. You don't learn by going to Google. You learn how to spend money by going to Google. If you really want to learn, you got to go to nonprofit organizations, government offices, and things like this. Meetup.com. Okay? And that's what Let's Go Help we do is show you all, every source we give you. You ask us any question, and we'll always give you sources that only give you money. They'll never ask you for money, okay? And that's what we do, and we do it all day, and actually right now, every day on Let's Go Help on our website, we have live workshops going on, and they're Zoom workshops, so you could go on and 3 hours a day, people there to help you, walk you through any problems you need, looking for help or information on how this stuff works. And it's done not only by our experts, but by people who are members, who learned how to do this, and they share with you. It's what I think, it's a loving community, people helping each other, opening their hearts. They understand life's a pain in the ass. but if we help each other, I think it becomes a little more manageable. And that's what it is. So everybody there is really trying to help each other get through this nonsense. I cannot join due to lack of money. Can no one help me, God help? Yeah, Kimberly, what I just said there, if it's for business, start with those sources. okay? SBA.gov/local-assistance. If it's not for business, it's for other kinds of things, go to findhelp.org, Find help.org. Put in your zip code and put in what you need money for, if it's for rent or healthcare or whatever. And there's nonprofit organizations there and government offices that all they do is help you. And they're sort of like us, but they don't charge. We charge. But we also give out our own grants. We give out over $70,000 to members every month. Our next, English or Spanish, it depends on where you live. Some have Spanish. We give out, the next one is on the 15th, where we give out grants for car repair. And then on the 20th, we give out grants for paying rent. And on the 30th, we give out 30 free laptop computers. Then on the 4th of the month, we give out $40,000 to members, okay? So let us help you. We've been out over $1.5 million already. And I'm really proud of that. I had no idea we'd be making money out there. So this is what we do with our money. We give it back to people who need it, and they're our members. So you can keep applying till you win all 4 of them. But more importantly, get the help you need to get the government grants, because that's more than we'll ever give out. $17,000 average for every single person in America, adult, okay? And it comes to about $30,000 or $35,000 for every family in America. So hang in there. Thank you for someone give me a membership. I'll be in line for car repairs. Cranks when it wants to. Okay, if you have a problem with a car, well, go to that Find Help and see if you can get help there, because put in car repair. And there may be nonprofits where you live that will help you with car repair, Kimberly, okay? Happy birthday, Marty. Oh, who's Marty? Is that a birthday? Good. Bailey said, okay, guys, I'm fading, sort of having my Biden moment. Before that sets on, I better get some rest. Talk to you soon.